Hello, good afternoon to all of you. Today we are discuss about sexual reproduction of yeast. In our previous lecture, we are already discussed vegetative structure of Saccharomyces or yeast, their classification, their structure, and their cell structure, and we are also discussed about their vegetative reproduction and asexual reproduction, and then sexual reproduction. Yeast reproduce sexually when a condition unfavorable for the vegetative reproduction. Okay, in a yeast they are mostly reproduced by a vegetative reproduction, but when the vegetative reproductions condition is unfavorable, they're reproduced by a sexual, and the sexual reproduction is very simple. The sexual organs antheridia and oogonia are absent. Okay, in yeast antheridia and oogonia, they are the male and female reproductive structure, and mostly sexual reproduction are produced by the antheridia and oogonia, male and female reproductive structure. Without male and female reproductive organs, sexual reproduction is not being. But in this yeast, male and female reproductive organs are absent, but their cell are functions as a male and female reproductive structure. Okay, yeast may be the homo and heterothallic, and sexual union take place either between two somatic cells or between two ascospore, which assume the function of a copulating gametangia. Okay, yeast thallus are the two type of, maybe they are the homothalli and heterothalli. Homothalli means they are the male and female reproductive structure are in one thallus, it is known as homothalli, and heterothalli means their male and female reproductive structure is in a different thalli, it is known as the heterothallic. Three phenomena characteristic of the sexual reproduction, namely plasmogamy. Okay, in this yeast, male and female reproductive structure are absent, means their antheridia and oogonia are absent. But in this yeast, three type of sexual process, namely plasmogamy process, means the union of cytoplasmic material. Plasmogamy means their two cells are fused by protoplast. Okay, it is known as a plasmogamy. And karyogamy, two cells are fused by a nucleus, it is known as the karyogamy. So in this reproduction, two processes are namely plasmogamy process and karyogamy process. Karyogamy means that two cells cytoplasm material are fused, and karyogamy in two cells, between two cells nucleus material are fused together, and this process are known as the karyogamy and plasmogamy. And the meiosis take place either between two somatic cells, and between two gametangia there are produce a zygote cell. Okay, and then karyogamy and plasmogamy process, they are fused together, and these cell are known as the zygotic cell. Because of in this process antheridia and oogonia are not fused, but in two cell either cytoplasmic material is fused or either nucleus is fused, and they are the these cells are converted into the zygote, and this zygotic cell act as a ascus and produce 4 and 8 ascospore. Okay, this is their zygote is known as ascus, and their ascus produce a 4 to 8 cell of ascospore. Okay, this is the process of sexual reproduction. Okay, and then life cycle. According to the Guillemots, he is a scientist, yeast exhibit following three type of the life cycle: haplobiotic life cycle, Saccharomyces, Optosporus. Okay, haplobiotic life cycle, in which species Saccharomyces, Octosporus, and diplobiotic life cycle. Haplobiotic life cycle means their life cycle all cells are haploid, it is known as a haplobiotic life cycle. And diplontic life cycle means their all life cycle have a all cell are diploid cell. And haplodiplontic life cycle means their half phase is a haploid phase and their half phase is a diploid phase, and these process and this life cycle is known as the haplodiplontic life cycle. Okay, haploid cell means they are the all cell. Their thallus is made up by only n cell. It is known as a haploid thallus, and diploid thallus means their all cell are a diploid cell. Okay, in diploid biotic life cycles present in Saccharomyces ludwigi, and haplodiplontic life cycle is present in Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Okay, these all are the species of Saccharomyces. Okay, and then first haplobiotic life cycle. Okay, you can see haplobiotic life cycle. This is the figure of haplobiotic life cycle. Okay, in this life cycle, first of all, two haploid cell. Okay, this is the two haploid cell. Okay, they are fused together. First of all, they produce a bridge like structure. You can see it is the bridge like structure, and they are fused together. Okay, you can see these both cell are haploid and they're fused together. Okay, and they're fused together both nucleus. You can see this is the haploid, one cell is haploid and then one cell is a haploid, and they are fused together. They are the fused together, and their cell wall is a dissolve, and their both nucleus are fused, and they are convert into the diploid nucleus. They convert into the diploid nucleus means this cell is haploid. This both cell is haploid, and these are fused together and they are convert into the diploid nucleus. Okay, and then phase of the meiosis, this diploid zygote is their process by the meiosis. They are convert into the 4 haploid nuclei. They are convert into the 4 haploid nuclei because of after diploid zygote made, which process meiosis process is being. So meiosis process, they are one cell is convert into the 4 haploid cell, and they are this only one phase. Zygote phase is only diploid. Without all phase are haploid because of the meiosis process. After meiosis process, zygote convert into the 4 cell, but their all 4 cell are convert into the haploid cell. Okay, after meiosis process, mitosis process is being. And mitosis process, they all cell are convert into their double cell, means 4 cell is convert into the 8 cell. You can see this is the 4 cell, and after meiosis process further mitosis process is being. So their mitosis process, their 8 cell are present. Okay, and this structure is known as ascus. Okay, this structure is known as the ascus. In all this process, meiosis and mitosis process is being in a ascus, and after their all 8 cell are mature, and they convert into the ascospore, and it is known as a one type of the spore, and this is known as the ascospore because they are produced in a ascus. Okay, and after their all cell are all spore are mature, their ascus wall is break, and after this ascus wall break, their all spore are liberated from their all cell are liberated from the ascus, and they are further reproduced by, and this all spore are further reproduced by in a one plant body. and it is known as a haplobiotic life cycle because of their all phase. You can see their all phase are a haploid phase only, zygote phase is only diploid phase, and their further meiosis process and this all phase are a haploid phase. So you can see in this life cycle mostly which phase is present, haploid phase is present, so it is known as the haplobiotic life cycle. Okay, it is a haplobiotic life cycle. The cell of the Schizosaccharomyces optocarpus. Schizosaccharomyces optocarpus, it is a one type of the species of Saccharomyces, and Schizosaccharomyces optocarpus is present. It is reproduced by a haplobiotic life cycle. Okay, the cell of Schizosaccharophyte octocarpus are the haploid and diploid phase is very short in a life. The diploid phase are represented only in zygote. Okay, you can see this only one phase is the zygote phase, and the cell are uninucleated, elongated and homothelic, and act as a gametangium maturity. Okay, you can see these all are the uninucleated cell, and two such a cell come closer and produce a narrow bead like process. Okay, you can see this is the bead like structure, and which are the mitted and intervening wall between them and dissolve from the conjunction tube and copulation tube. Okay, and this is the tube like structure is present, it is known as copulation tube or conjunction tube. And nuclei cytoplasmic content are migrate into the conjunction tube and where to fuse to from a zygote, and it directly function as a ascus mother cell. Okay, it is known as the ascus mother cell. And the zygote nuclei undergoes the meiotic followed by the mitotic dissolve 8 haploid nuclei, and meanwhile the conjunction bridge broadens and wall structure become a barrel shape, and this barrel shape structure it is known as ascus. You can see in this figure I already tell you this is the structure of a barrel shape and it is known as ascus. These all are the ascus. Okay, then thus the parent cell directly transport into the ascus, and cytoplasm gather around each nucleus, and each them develop into the ascospore. Okay, in this ascospore all spore are present into the cytoplasm, and their all each means their all cell are converted into the ascospore. Thus 8 haploid ascospore formed into the ascus, which are liberated by the breaking of the ascus wall, and these ascospore behave as a independent somatic cell and enlarge from the daughter cell by a fission. Okay, and their all cell are further developed, and it is known as the somatic cell. Because why it is known as somatic cell? Because ascospore have a capability to produce the produce a whole yeast body, and further they are develop into the fission reproductions. Okay, it is the life cycle of haplobiotic life cycle. Okay, and then diplobiotic life cycle. Okay, you can see in this figure these all cell are haploid. You can see these all cell are haploid and these cell are a haploid. Only this phase, only this zygote phase is only diploid, so it is known as the haplobiotic life cycle. You can see why it is known as the diplobiotic life cycle, because their all phase is the cell, all cell is the diploid, so it is known as the diplobiotic. Okay, okay, you can see in this figure, first of all it is a cell is the diploid cell. Okay, this is the diploid cell, and there after this cell is the large, and the process of the meiosis process, this 1 2n cell, this 1 2n cell is convert into the 4n cell. They are convert into the 4n cell by the process of the meiosis process. You can see this is the meiosis process. Okay, they are convert into the 4 haploid cell. Okay, you can see this is a 4 haploid cell. Okay, it is known as the halophase. And then mature ascus. Okay, this all process are being in a one cell, and this one cell, you can see this is the one cell, is known as the ascus. Okay, their ascus, then 4 cell, they are the 1 plus cell, then minus cell, plus cell, and then minus cell, plus and minus cell. Okay, you can see this plus and minus cell are fused together by a plasmogamy and karyogamy process. You can see this is the plasmogamy process. These 2 cells are fused by the plasmogamy. You can see plasmogamy means their cytoplasm material are fused together, and their process of karyogamy. Their process of karyogamy means after plasmogamy, their cytoplasm material are fused together, and their nucleus material are fused together. Means after the meiosis process, 4 cell, and 4 cell are the process of plasmogamy and karyogamy. Okay, and their all cell is the n cell, but after the plasmogamy and karyogamy cell, they are convert into the diploid cell. Okay, because of in this process is the karyogamy process, their cytoplasma are fused together, and their karyogamy means their nucleus are fused together, so they are the convert into n into they are convert into the 2n cell, means they are the haploid convert into the diploid cell. Okay, and they are the convert into the zygote, because it is a 2n cell, so it is known as the zygote cell. You can see it is known as the zygote. Okay, and there zygote is the develop into the germ tube. You can see it is the germ tube. The germ tube is a develop. Okay, you can see this cell is the develop vegetatively, and their germ tube lower cell is known as sport mycelium. You can see this is the sport mycelium, SPROUT, sport mycelium, and the sport mycelium is separate from this plant body, separate from this cell, and they are further developed into the new plant body. So this cell are further developed into the new yeast plant's body. So it is known as diplobiotic life cycle because of their all phases. You can see their all phases are a diploid phase. This is the diploid phase. This all these only two process is n cell, and they are further convert into the 2n. They are further convert into the 2n because it is the zygote. Okay, and the zygote cell is further developed into the septum like structure, and the septum is separate from the body, but it is a 2n cell. Okay, and so their whole life cycle is a diploid cell. You can see, so it is known as the diplontic life cycle, diplobiotic life cycle. Okay, the cell of the Saccharomyces ludwigi. Saccharomyces ludwigi, it is one type of the species of Saccharomyces are the diploid, and haploid phase are represented only by the ascospore. You can see it is a ascospore. Haploid phase is only present in a ascospore. During the sexual reproduction, the cell are the enlarged and function as a ascus. You can see the cell are enlarged and function as a ascus, and it is a diploid nucleus divided into the meiotically. forming a four ascospore. To adjustment ascospore of the opposite mating type of fuse of the plasmogamy and karyogamy within the ascus two from of the diploid cell. You can see this these are the convert into the meiosis process and develop into the four haploid cells, and they are the process of the karyogamy and plasmogamy. They are further developed into the diploid cell, and thus ascospore directly function as the gametangia. Two diploid cells are produced within the ascus, and the zygote germinate in situ, forming a tubular like outgrowth or a germ tube, and it persists its way through the ascus wall, function as a sport mycelium, and the produce a diploid yeast cell by a budding, and these buds are separate from the mother cell and repeat this process. Okay, it is a diplobiotic life cycle. Okay, then haplodiplobiotic life cycle. Okay, you can see half process is the haploid process and half process is the diploid process. So it is known as the haplodiplobiotic life cycle. Okay, in this cell, ascus mother cell, okay, you can see it is the ascus mother cell. Okay, they are the diploid phase. Okay, and there ascus mother cell, they are the diploid, and the process of meiosis, they are convert into the four haploid cell. Okay, they are the four haploid cell, and after this four haploid cell, okay, their four haploid cell are germinate into the ascospore. You can see they both are the N cell, and it is known as the dwarf strain because of their all cell are a small cell, because they are the N cell. They are compared to the diploid cell, their all cell are size is the small, so they are known as the dwarf strain. Okay, and then their haploid cell are further developed by a budding. Okay, these all are the N cell, and they are further convert into the gametangia. Okay, their all budding cells are further convert into the 4N cell. Okay, this half process is haploid cell. After a plasmogamy process, there the two cell are fused together. Okay, you can see this is the plasmogamy process. Okay, this plasmogamy process means, and thereafter karyogamy process means their nucleus. Okay, you can see their nucleus are fused together. Okay, this is the 2N cell, they are fused together, and they are the two cell, they are fused together and convert into the zygote. Okay, and karyogamy process is the 2N cell, because their cytoplasmic material is the fused together and their nucleus is fused together. Okay, they are the 2N cell and the large stain yeast cell. Okay, there are the 2N cell and their budding. Okay, and their after budding the 2 cell, but they both are the 2N, because the because of in this process not a meiosis, because and they are produced by the budding, so their both cell are 2N cell, and in this 2N cell one cell is further known as the ascospore mother cell, and their further meiosis, and they are converted into the ascospore mother cell. You can see their half process is the 2N and their half process is the N cell. So it is known as the haplodiplontic life cycle. Okay, haplotic life cycle and diplotic life cycle. In this haplo and diplotic life cycle, both life cycle are fused, and it is known as the haplodiplontic life cycle. Okay, The type of life cycle is represented by Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Saccharomyces cerevisiae. In this life cycle, both of the haploid and diploid, X and 2X, X and 2X phases are fairly long duration because of both haploid and diploid cells are capable to multiplication by the budding. You can see this is the phase of the N cell, and after there are the budding, and they are the further develop into the N cell, and this is the process, and this is the process of haplophase and diplophase. They are the process of budding. So in this phase, haplophase and diplophase both are the long duration. So it is known as the haplo and diploid life cycle. Okay, and these two type of the somatic cells in Saccharomyces cerevisiae is called dwarf stain and large cells. Dwarf stain and large stain cells. Dwarf stain cell in haploid phase cell are the small spherical and belongs to mating type stain, and due to this small size and they are known as the dwarf stain. Okay, compared to diploid cell, haploid cell are the small cell, and this stain means their chain are known as the dwarf chain. And the haploid cell are function as the gametangia. You can see this is the function as a gametangia. They come into the contact, and finally gametes plus and minus stain are fused to form a dikaryon or plasmogamy, and the two nucleus fused and the diploid function as the nucleus is called cyanokaryon, and cell containing it called a zygote and large stain. The zygote is the large in size and live like vegetative cell, and it is a multiple by a budding. Okay, in the diploid phase, in the haploid phase, both cell plus and minus cell are fuse karyogamy and plasmogamy, and their karyogamy and plasmogamy, and they convert into the 2N cell, and after 2N cell they are further developed by the budding, and the cell are produced by the budding as a diploid ellipsoidal and the large size than dwarf stain cells, and these cells are known as the large stain, and cell represent a diploid cell in this life cycle. Under the suitable condition, these cells are divide a budding, increase a number of diploid somatic cells, and the large stain of yeast. Under the unfavorable condition, diploid cell directly function as the ascospore mother cell, and it is the nucleus are divided mitotically for ascospore, and two of these are the plus stain, and other is the minus stain. Okay, in these favorable condition, diploid cell is the convert into the diploid phase are processed by a budding when the condition is the favorable, but their condition is unfavorable. They are converted into the ascospore mother cell, and their ascospore mother cell by the process of meiosis they are converted into the 4N cell when the process is the unfavorable, but the process is favorable. They are produced into the 2N cell. Okay, but their condition is not favorable. They are converted into the N cell. Okay, and the process of N cell they are further developed by the fusion, and they are further developed into the plasmogamy and karyogamy. And under the suitable condition, ascospore are liberated by the breaking of the ascus wall, and each ascospore are globose in shape and germinate into the small somatic phase and dwarf stain. And this cell are multiple bee budding to increase the number of diploid phase, and they are the completing their life cycle. Okay, in this haplodiploidic life cycle, haplophase and diplophase both are fused together when the favorable conditions. Diploid phase developed by the budding, but unfavorable condition they are converted into the meiosis process, and four haploid cell are further divide into the spore ascospore, and after ascospore they are further fused by the plasmogamy and karyogamy process, and after karyogamy process they are converted into the zygote, and their zygote have a favorable condition, they are produce a bud and they are produce some yeast cell, but they have a unfavorable condition, they are further develop into the meiosis process, and they are further develop into the spore, because spore have a capability to they are produced in a unfavorable conditions, and they are further convert into the zygote. Okay, thank you so much.